Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Overlooked and Underrated podcast where we have hot takes, unpopular opinions come to light, and hidden gems finally get to shine. So, first thing we're going to talk about in the sports segment is we can't have the Overlooked and Underrated podcast and not talk about who's overlooked and underrated. You know, it's one thing to just be overlooked. It's another thing just to be underrated. But there's a whole other thing to be overlooked and underrated. So we're going to talk about top 10 overlooked and underrated NBA players. All time. Old, current, doesn't matter. So, number one on the list. Matter of fact, it's not even in an order. But who I'm going to have at number one is going to be the most overlooked and underrated player, who I think is the most overlooked and underrated. But actually, we're going to start at 10. Number 10. We have Jrue Holiday. Now, I know initially you want to say, what? He just won the championship. I think, well, before he won the championship, before he got on the Bucks, he was overlooked and underrated because when he got on the Bucks, I don't think most people realize how big of a pickup he was for the Bucks. Like, I think he made one or two All-Star teams earlier in his career, but let's say he didn't make All-Star team, right? Just because you didn't make it or don't make All-Star team don't mean you're not an All-Star caliber player. And he is a All-Star caliber player because he's a guy that could get you 17, 20 points a game. On the right, in the Pelicans, he's averaging like 21. He could get you like 17, 20 points a game. And he's one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. He's like top 3, top 5 best perimeter defenders in the league. Up there with Ben Simmons, Kawhi. I'll say KD because KD's 7 foot, can move. You know what I'm saying? He can give people problems. But Jrue Holiday is up there in terms of best perimeter defenders in the league. And I believe he was overlooked and underrated going on to the Bucks. Now, after this season, not so much anymore because people know and realize his value and what he brings to the table. But before, I think he was overlooked and underrated. That's why I put him at 10 because not as much anymore as he once was. But when he got picked up by the Bucks, I was like, yo, that's a big pickup. And just so you know, Jrue Holiday is probably your favorite player's favorite player because he's nice. Got a nice mid-range game. He's strong, could get to the basket, could post up. And like I said, he could defend. I like players that could defend. I like defense. Me as a hooper, I like playing defense. Defense is fun. Defense is an overlooked and underrated aspect of the game, especially nowadays. But going to number 9. At number 9, I have Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson was a guy that played on the Phoenix Suns back in the 90s. He's really like a forgotten superstar. People be like, oh, who did Jordan play against? Right? Kevin Johnson was one of those guys. He's a guy to get you 20 a game. He was quick, fast, you know. He was an athletic little point guard. I don't think people just don't know who he is. He's just a forgotten superstar. It's that simple, you know. Then if you look back, the 1993 NBA Finals, Kevin Johnson, he was putting up numbers. He was averaging probably 20 something a game. He has the record for most minutes in I think a playoff game or a finals game. It was like 63 minutes, I believe, because that game, it was game 4, if I remember correctly. It was game 4 where the Bulls and the Suns went to a triple overtime. So Kevin Johnson is at number 9 for me. Next, at number 8, I have. You ready for this? I have Steve Francis. Steve Francis, bro, if you don't know who Steve Francis is, go look up his highlights. Please, I'm begging you. If you don't know who Steve Francis is, go look him up. Go look him up right now. He's tough. Like, he's doing street moves in a real game. Like, y'all remember and one? You know what I'm saying? People doing the street moves and shit, and street basketball moves. That's Steve Francis. Steve Francis is nice. I remember watching him. I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, this dude was moving like AI. He was quick, fast, athletic. Bro, if you go on YouTube, you're going to see a video. It's going to say Steve Francis, Russell Westbrook before Russell Westbrook. But dude is, oh my God, just coming down. Yeah. Cross, twin cross. little, oh my, crazy, just street moves. Oh my God, you would think he's playing NBA Street in real life. Now, what was that, 7? So now I'm at 6, right? Right, yeah, that gotta be 7 because I said Drew Holiday at 10, Kevin Johnson at 9, Steve Francis at 8, and number 7, I have Seth Curry. Seth Curry is one of the most overlooked and underrated players in the league right now. If he had a different last name, he would honestly be getting more attention. Did you not see what he did in the conference semifinals against the Hawks? Like, I remember, like, that matchup between him and Kevin Huerter, that was a bad matchup. He was bucking them. I mean, he was somewhat of a defensive liability, but he was bucking him. Dude had 36 one of them games. I remember one of them games. Matter of fact, I think he had 39 or 37 a game, one of them games. And I was just hoping that he'd get a 40 piece because just look at him. I just look at him and sometimes I feel bad for him because his brother gets all this attention, all the spotlight. He gets no recognition. I wanted him to get that 40 piece. But go back and look at what he did in the conference finals. Dude was going crazy. I don't know how much he had game 7. I think he had like somewhere in the high 20s. But, yo, if he was looking for Tobias Harris to go off, he didn't go off, but Seth Curry did. Man, what? Seth Curry. Because he got a strap, too. You know what I'm saying? Not to the extent of his brother, Steph Curry. But, see, that's right the problem, though. Everybody compare him to Steph Curry, but Seth Curry is Seth Curry. He's Seth, you know? But he's much better. At first he was more of a catch and shoot guy, but he's much better shooting off the dribble now. That's why he was bucking the way he was in the conference semifinals, you know? At number 6, I have Zach LaVine. Now, chill. How does he qualify? Well, this is why he qualifies. He was like, what? So probably, I think, like top 10 scoring in the league. He averaged like 27, 28 a game this year. Nobody was talking about him because his team is butt. Well, I don't want to say his team is butt, but his team, he needs help. But he has help this year. Oh, so I'm pretty sure after this year, he's no longer going to be in that overlooked and underrated conversation. But just so you know, he's more than just a dunker. He can shoot. He has a strap. He tied Klay Thompson's record for most threes in a game, making 13 of them holes. He made 13 threes, and one of them was a game winner. Like, come on. But he is overlooked and underrated. Man, my man's averaged 27, 28 a game, and nothing. We don't know. We don't talk about him. We just, oh, he's nice. That's it. Like, what? Like, come on, dude. At number 5, I have Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete. Pete Maravich. Played on the Utah Jazz, played on the Atlanta Hawks. Pistol Pete was like a basketball revolutionary. He was like a combination of Steve Kerr and, not say Steve Kerr, I'm tripping. I meant to say Steve Nash. He's a combination of Steve Nash and Steph Curry at the same time. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that he had a strap. Keep in mind, though, he played in the era before the three-point line. So he was just shooting twos. But he had incredible passing of Steve Nash, right? I'm talking about like the flashy passing, you know, saying the eyeballs back of your head type passing. And the shooting of Curry. I don't know about deep range, but I mean, because, you know, saying he didn't have threes then, but I'm pretty sure he could shoot somewhat far out, like the 3-point line area. But then at the time, it's like, why are you shooting that far? There's no point. It's still going to be worth it too. But how do I know he could shoot? Well, this man scored 68 points in one game in the NBA without a 3-point line. So obviously he could score, you know. And I'd be telling people he's like top 10 best ball handlers of all time. And then there was this dude I was once arguing with. And he said, man, Lou Williams is more shifty than Pete Maravich. And I was like, okay, cool. But Pete Maravich was doing moves that people then at the time never seen before. They would call him too flashy and that he don't want to win. He just want to show out, you know. But he just worked on his game so much and was so creative that he was doing things people weren't even thinking about then. Like back then during the All-Star weekend, not only did they do the dunk contest or the 3-point contest, right? They did those things, but they also played horse. And Pete Maravich would come up with these crazy shots that you wouldn't even think of. if you go back and watch like a video tutorial with Pete Maravich like came up with ball handling drills on his own just to work on his handles. And I'm talking about ball handling drills that you wouldn't even think about. And they actually work. So go look up some highlights of Pete Maravich, and you will see that if he played today, that he would be shifty. Because you could tell with the ball fakes and the way he handles the ball, his fakes are insane. And I know some of you may look at it and be like, yo, bro, this looks butt because it's like 60s or 50s, you know. But just think about the time then. Just think about the time then and the stuff he's doing then. The stuff he's doing then is like, whoa, like that's crazy, you know. But I think Pete Maravich, I think he had like the record for most points somewhere in college, either for his school or for most points in NCAA history. I forgot. But I was watching the video and they did the math saying how many points he really would have if they had a 3-point line. But I forgot where the record was. But it was like 2,000 something points though in his college career. So point is though, he's a combination of Steve Nash and Steph Curry. The passing was insane. Ball handling was insane. And the shooting was insane. Once again, 68 points in one game without a 3-point line. Normally when players go for crazy numbers like that, they make at least 5 threes or more in today's league. And number 4, I have Mark Price. Bro. Mark Price is a guy that could get you 17, 20 a game. Really, his career high is like 17, 18 points a game in a season. But he's a guy in his prime, like his best season, like I said, 17, 18 points. So we can say 18, 20 points a game, right? And 7 to 8 assists in a game, right? That's an average game for him, right? 18 to 20 points, 7 to 8 assists. And he could score, he could shoot. Like, he's a top 10 shooter. Dude shot 40% from 3 for his career. If you shoot over, for people that don't know how shooting percentages work in the game of basketball, please allow me to enlighten you. Anybody that can shoot over 40% from 3 is an absolute sniper. High 30s, 37 to 39% is like, okay, you can shoot. You're like, okay, you can shoot. I've definitely got to get out to you. You know what I'm saying? Mid 30s, 34, 35, 36, mostly looking at 35, 36. It's like, I'm going to run out to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to run out, but not as fast as I'm going to run out to someone that's like high 30s. Like, you there, you can shoot. Like, it's a respectable shot. It's respectable enough. But I'm not going to come out there like flying out like you're a 40 or high 30s, right? Low 30s, like 32. Well, anything below 32 is just bad. You have to work on that. But like 33, 34, even 32, it's like, I'm going to run out, but not really. But I'm going to run out because you might make it. You might make that shot. But anything below 30, so definitely below 30, like I'm not really respecting it. I'm not worried about it. If you make it, oh well, But over 40%, that's amazing. Dude shot for over 40% for his career. And a lot of players that played with and against Mark Price, they credit him for creating the splitting the screen. For people that watch basketball and play basketball, when you're coming off the screen, the big man hedges up and you split the screen, right? Basically, it's not you using the screen fully, but you come off of it and then you split. You go in between the screen and the person that's hedging up. So they're saying that Mark Price created that. If that's the case, think about your favorite players and they split the screen. Steph Curry when he splits the screen. D Wade. That time LeBron when he had split the screen and he threw the ball between the dude's legs when he did it behind the back. Even Jordan when he splits the screen. Trae Young. All these players, when they split the screen, that came from Mark Price. If it's true what they say that he created the split, then yeah. I mean, I think he's probably the most overlooked and underrated player. But I got somebody else that's the most overlooked and underrated, but we're going to get to him. So Mark Price at 4. Part of the reason that I think he's overlooked and underrated is because, let's be real, it's because he's white. We don't give enough credit and attention to white basketball players. It's just the way it is. It's not me being racist. It's not me speculating. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Like we really don't. We don't give enough credit to them. I actually want like a white friend that hoops. That's like, hey yo, let's go hoop. I have one, but like he lives. I met him in college, but he lives far away, so we was never able to like go hoop together on the regular. But hey, if you hoop, right? You like hoop, we could hoop together. I would love to hoop with you. Please let me know. I would love to go hoop with you. At number 3, I have Sabonis. I have Sabonis because he's a guy that gets you he get you 20, 15 boards, a couple block shots. Like, he's really good. And plus, he be making an all-star team, and nobody pay attention to him. Because I guess he's on the Pacers. The Pacers don't really do anything. They don't really do anything serious. But he's a guy that could get you a solid 20, 15 boards, a couple blocks. And he can pass, too. I was seeing some games, and he can pass. Like, Sabonis is not a bad player. I just don't think him being a first option is not enough. I can see him being a third option. The reason why I say that is because I don't really see him more as like a go get a bucket type of guy. You have to be a go get a bucket type of guy to be a first, second option. He can score. Well, he's not like a go get a bucket kind of guy. Because he can pass too. That's why I think he should be a third option, because he can pass, and I think his passing is more useful for a team than his scoring. Like, the way it's also kind of like the way he scores too, he can get his own shot, but a lot of his buckets come off like rolling off the screen, that kind of thing, like catching, shooting mid-range, getting it, rolling to the basket, laying it, dunking it, grabbing offensive rebounds, probably catch it, shoot threes. I mean, he could post up and score on his own, but he's a great player though. Like, he's made the All-Star team the past 2-3 years, and I believe he won a skill contest last year. I'm trying to think if he won it 2 years in a row, but I know he was in it the past 2 years. I think he lost the year before, but he won this year though. Nobody talks about him, and he's really good. At number 3. Yeah, number 3. Once again, to recap for people to skip through or whatever. At 10, I had Drew Holiday. At 9, I had Kevin Johnson. At 8, I had No. I'm not even going to go in order because I remember. But I had Drew Holiday, Kevin Johnson, Pistol Pete Maravich, Zach LaVine, Steve Francis, Seth Curry, Sabonis, Mark Price. Now, at number 3, I have. I'm gonna go with D'Lo. Kind of had to choose between 2 people on my list, but I'm gonna go with D'Lo. This is me kind of giving someone satisfaction, going with D'Lo. Because by me going with D'Lo, well, first off, that year he made the All-Star team. The person I'm talking about, he is a huge D'Lo fan. And when D'Lo was supposed to make the All-Star team that year, he was in Brooklyn. Chris Middleton was selected over him. And my boy, matter of fact, no. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to still stick with D'Lo. I feel like Chris Middleton is overlooked and underrated too. That's why I said no. I was going to say him. But he just won a championship. I'm going to just stick with D'Angelo Russell. Because nobody talks about him anymore, especially the past few years he's been hurt. But that year in Brooklyn, though, Chris Middleton was picked over D'Angelo Russell. And my boy, he was upset about that. And he was like, bro, what? How does Chris Middleton get picked over D'Angelo Russell? He said, you not see what he's doing? He is hooping. No, I mean, it's true. D'Angelo Russell was averaging like 20-something a game that year. And then, they made it. The Nets made it to the playoffs, like, 7th, 8th seed, something like that. One of them. But, Yeah, D'Angelo Russell actually is nice. He's a bucket. He can score. He's the one that started the ice in the veins thing, pointing at your arm, ice in the veins. That was him. He can score. Like, he's not bad. So I can see D'Angelo Russell being 3. And number 2. Man, no, D'Angelo Russell was at 2, wasn't he? Because I had some bonus at 3. Yeah, no. Yeah, I had some bonus at 3. So D'Angelo Russell was at 2. So that means number 1. All right. This is the moment you all been waiting for. This is the most overlooked and underrated player that I have ever. And this player is Mahmoud. I hope I'm saying his name right. I always mess up. I used to be able to say it right, but I keep messing it up. But Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, he is different. He is different. If you ever go look up his highlights, right? Because I once seen a video looking up his highlights, and it's going to say that he was the original Steph Curry. That he was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. And the reason why is because that man had a strap. It's just that simple. That man had a strap. I'm talking about pulling whenever, wherever, how you want it, where you want it. Like, he had the ball handling. He wasn't just a catch and shoot kind of strap guy. Same thing with Mark Price. Mark Price can shoot off the dribble. He was like, I just watched the video the other day with Mark Price. He was actually like the first guard to like shoot threes at a volume level while still shooting 40%. You know what I'm saying? Which was like in the 88-89 season. He shot like 5 threes a game, still shooting above 40%. No player did that until the 94-95 season, and that's when they moved the three-point line forward, closer to the basket. And then other shooters like Reggie Miller, Mitch Richmond, etc., was shooting like 5 threes a game and shooting 40%. But when they moved the three-point line back to its original position, I think in 98, somewhere in the late 90s, even then, it wasn't until I think the year 2000 when people like Ray Allen and Vince Carter were shooting like 5 threes a game and then shooting 40%. So it was like 8 years, however long. So since 89, 88, 89-ish, somewhere around there, late 80s. It wasn't until like 2000 where somebody did what Mark Price did. So Mark Price, first player to shoot a high amount of threes, right? A lot of threes while still shooting 40%. And he was able to shoot off the dribble, right? But shooting threes then was like, you know what I'm saying? Because what was the point? Like the thought process then was the closer you are to the basket, the more likely you are to make a shot, And plus, people play through bigs then, So with Mark Price being the first to do that, he kind of played the way guards play today, being able to handle the ball, initiate the offense, run the pick and roll, shoot threes, have being able to score and facilitate at the same time. But back to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, he could do that too. He was able to initiate the offense. He was a great facilitator and a great shooter. Like, off the catch, off the dribble. I'm talking about, he's just, bro, he gave Jordan work. And I'm a Jordan fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a game, Jordan and Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, they're going at it. Jordan gets a guy like 30-something. He probably had 35, 36. Abdul-Rauf got 30-something. I think Abdul-Rauf gave Jordan 51 game. Jordan's still a great defender. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. You're in the NBA. People going to go off. But if I remember correctly, I think he gave Jordan 51 game. Like, Abdul-Rauf is like that. Go look at his big 3 highlights in Ice Cube's league with like former NBA players are playing 3-on-3. Man, his team was down like 12, right? Because like they go to 50. The game is to 50, right? The other team had like 45, 47, something like that. And his team had like 38, I think. Was it 38? I don't know. I just know they was down. Bro, this dude just getting the ball, dribble handoffs, catching it, and he's just knocking out 3 after 3 after 3. Just so these fools back in the game. And they do win by 2. So This dude just strapping up, and then he eventually hit the game winner. I'm just like, what the fuck? Bro, this dude got a fucking strap. Like, I'm looking at this man highlights like, yo, I need to play like that. Like, I can see why they call him Steph Curry before Steph Curry, because, like, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that this guy can shoot. Like, he'll come down, you know what I'm saying, come down the court, you know what I'm saying, do a move, pop, pop, pop. Couple dribbles into it, and then hand in the face don't matter. Hand up, so what? Scoop in your face. Like, dude, his career was cut short because he was blackballed out of the NBA, the same way Colin Kaepernick was blackballed out of the NFL. He refused to stand for the national anthem, so they had suspended him, and then eventually he just ended up not playing for the NBA, the same way Colin Kaepernick ended up not playing for the NFL. So it was pretty much the exact same situation. You know, what happened to Colin Kaepernick happened to Abdul Rauf. But Abdul Rauf played on the Denver Nuggets. He averaged 14 points a game. I honestly think he's the most overlooked, underrated player in the NBA, in NBA history, because he's just so tough. He's so nice. People don't talk about it. And for the people that want to say, who did Jordan have to guard? Abdul Rauf. That nigga. That nigga is different. He's tough as shit. But before we go to the music segment, I want to talk about the Lakers and Nets real quick. Lakers and Nets. Me personally, I think people below me, they be having me so confused when they make it seem like the Nets are just going to just demolish the Lakers. Like, what? No. Like, I think the Lakers could beat the Nets, and here's why. One, the Lakers can play defense. The Lakers can play defense. The Nets can't really play defense like that. Like, well, not like the Lakers can. Okay. Then people will say, okay, yeah, the Lakers can play defense, but good defense can only do but so much. You know, me, I tend to go for teams that play defense, that are good at defense. Because as I said before, I like defense. Defense, you know what I'm saying? Defense is fun. That shit hypes me up, you know? I love defense. So I will go for the Lakers against the Nets. Plus, I don't like that super team shit. Like, the Lakers are a super team, but the Nets are a cheese super team, and they started the bullshit. So, but like I said, I like defense. So I will go for the Lakers, right? But also because they keep trying LeBron. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I don't like when people just try him type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, LeBron, he not gonna beat the Nets. Like, what? Like, come on, bro. You not see this guy? Like, come on, dude. But anyway, so I would want him to beat the Nets. But another reason why I think that they will beat the Nets, not just because they play defense, but because they would make the Nets play defense. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, because Russell Westbrook is on the floor, right? The matchup is Russell Westbrook versus Kyrie, KD versus LeBron, and I guess AD and Harden. Well, not the same position, but like those are the three stars, right? Kyrie is going to have to guard Russell Westbrook, or Harden is going to have to guard Russell Westbrook. They're not putting Joe Harris on. It's going to be one of them two. And all that, because Westbrook is fast as shit. He's strong as shit. So he's going to bully them, move them, outrun them. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to move. They're going to have to play defense against Russ. Because of that, for people that don't hoop, I don't know if you notice. Sometimes for people that's not two-way, they're not used to it, especially if they're not used to it. They're used to just getting buckets and not playing defense. If they're used to that play style versus someone that's used to playing offense and defense, even if you are used to playing offense and defense, if you're playing someone that's tough as shit, like Byron Scott, for example, when they're playing the Bulls in the NBA Finals in 1991, Byron Scott probably averages like 12 points a game, right? But when they're playing against the Bulls and he had to guard Michael Jordan, he was averaging 4 points a game. Why? Because he was guarding Michael fucking Jordan. Now, Kyrie or Irving or James Harden, if you're guarding Russell fucking Westbrook that's fast and strong as shit, that's going to take some energy out of you on offense. Thus, in the fourth quarter, when you're tired and your legs are gone, especially after running around chasing Westbrook all game, those shots you were hitting before is not going to drop the same way it was. So percentages might go down a little bit. You know, the shots you were hitting in the first half may not drop in the second half. So that's a factor that you're going to have to consider. You know, they have to guard Westbrook. They have to guard AD. And then not only do they have to guard Westbrook, and then you're talking about like conditioning and fatigue, especially if they're not used to guarding people like that. You got to consider fouls, you know, especially because Westbrook is strong and fast as shit. So if you have 3 fouls in the first half, you got to sit out like a good bit of the second half, maybe out your groove, or you're not there when your team needs you because you either fouled out or you're in foul trouble the whole game. That matters. If LeBron's guarding KD, if KD's guarding LeBron, that matters. That's going to take something out of him. It's going to take some energy out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's bumping, pushing, all that. That matters. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a hard fought series because the Nets are going to have to play defense, and they can't play defense the way the Lakers can play defense. So if they're working on offense because one, they just got done playing defense. Two, the Lakers are better at defense than the Nets, and they have to work on defense. It's not as easy as a series as you may think. It's not as easy a series as you may think because they have to work on both sides of the ball. The Lakers, they can work on both sides of the ball. Westbrook will play defense. LeBron will and can play defense. AD will and can play defense. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I think the Lakers are going to win if the Lakers and Nets didn't meet. But like I said, this overly underrated podcast. So we're going to talk about who I think, who's the dark horses. I think in the Western Conference, the dark horse is the Denver Nuggets. Do not sleep on the Denver Nuggets. I think in the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets is a team to watch out for. Not the Suns, even because they just made it, and I don't think they're gonna make it back. But I don't think the Suns are a dark horse. I don't think the Jazz are a dark horse. I don't think they have enough. I think, when I say overlooked, underrated, I mean like a legitimate sleeper team. You know, and I think it's the Nuggets, especially when Jamal Murray come back, because Jamal Murray can hoop. They have the MVP in Jokic. The Nuggets, they're not terrible defensively. They should have kept Jeremy Grant so that way they could still have their defense. And then they have like a backup point guard that's solid. Like they're a legitimate sleeper team. You know, that's a team to look out for. Like, you know, I think that's a legitimate super team that can make it to the finals and potentially win. Now in the East, are y'all ready for this? Oh, man, I'm getting excited. Oh, man. Okay, in the East, the sleeper team in the East, that's a legitimate team that can make it to the finals and win the finals. Drum roll. The Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, baby. Yes, sir. ATL, stand up. If you're from ATL, stand up. ATL, stand up. Talk to me. Talk to me, ATL. Yes, sir. I'm not saying this because I'm from Atlanta. I'm saying this because I actually think the Atlanta Hawks can legitimately win the championship. I think they're a legitimate sleeper team. The reason why is because they got shooting. And Kevin Huerter, Trae Young, John Collins. They got shooting. They have perimeter defense in DeAndre Hunter. They have interior defense in Clint Capella. They can rebound. Oh, Gallinari can shoot too. They got bucket getters. As you can see, you saw Kevin Huerter, he almost dropped, I think it wasn't a 30 piece, it was close to 30. It was like 27, 28 points. He almost had a 30 piece in game 7. When Trae Young, you know what I'm saying, he was struggling a little bit, but you saw what Trae Young did to the Bucks. He gave him a 48 piece game 1. Hey, you talking about? Yes, sir. Bro, ATL, stand up. Yes, sir. Atlanta, because Atlanta, they can score. They can shoot. So if they play against the Nets, they can shoot with the Nets. You know what I'm saying? My question is just who can play defense. You know, they can shoot with the Nets. They could, really, if Trae Young didn't get hurt, let's say, even if Giannis get hurt too. I'm not saying if Trae Young didn't get hurt and Giannis did get hurt. I'm saying if neither one of them got hurt, they were still fully healthy. I think that the Hawks could have taken them to 7. Maybe not win, but hey, anything can happen in the game 7. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like the Hawks. They a legitimate sleeper team. Who else? I mean, we took care of Philly. We ain't even worried about Philly. We already took care of them once. We do it again. We already took care of New York. We'll do it again. Really, the only teams that we worried about is Brooklyn and the Bucks. Those are really the only teams type shit. Like, if they really take this summer and get better, and bro, because assuming health, everybody's saying Brooklyn and Lakers. But in the real world, where health is not a guarantee, oh yeah, Denver and Atlanta, those are legitimate sleeper teams that could meet up in the finals. Legitimate sleeper teams. Yes, sir. Atlanta, ATL, stand up. Talk to me at ATL. If you're from ATL, send us to somebody and tell them we win the championship of 2022. Tell them what's up. Talk shit to them. Tell them they team ass and we can see them in the finals or conference finals. It don't matter, but we taking it home. Send it. If you from ATL, send this to somebody that's a fan of some other team. I know my boy Q1, my boy Jordan, my boy Noah. They die hard ATL fans. I know they're gonna be happy to hear this. They're going to be happy to hear this. Bro, like I said, if you're ATL, stand up, man. We're going into the music segment. We got YGI in the building coming in. Young and getting it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not young, you're still getting it. No matter what it is, really is. You're trying to get religion, trying to get the bag, trying to get love, trying to get education. Don't matter what you're trying to get, man. But just go get it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your dreams, no matter what it is, just go get it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm out in the sports segment. We're going to go into this music segment, man. Peace. Go live life. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Overlooked and Unrated podcast. We got a special guest, YGIdeewill, in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my boy YGI. We both go to Savannah State together, HBCU. You know what I'm saying? So, YGI. First tell us what does YGI stand for?
YGI, young and getting it, man. Young and getting it. Big YGI, man.
We like to see it, man. Hey, yo, tell me, what made you get into rap?
Man, rap, like, I've been, like, playing around with it since, like, a young age, looking at, like, family members doing this shit. But goddamn, let me say about, when I moved to Houston, I had really, like, hot out the porch and I got my YGI knees. Goddamn, that's when I really started rapping. I was about 15, about 3 years ago. Hell yeah, my junior year of high school.
And what are you now, a freshman in college?
Hell no, I'm a junior.
Junior in college?
Hey, I'm 18. I graduated high school at 16.
Oh, wow. Hey. Like to see it, man. Like to see it. How'd you graduate so early?
Man, I skipped grades at a young age. My dad nigga.
Oh, weird. So, tell me about your family members that rap.
I got a cousin named Woodrow. Like, I used to just watch him rap growing up. And then I got another cousin named Darius. He used to just play around with it. We used to just play around and shit. And my stepsister, she used to have a little rap book and shit. But I wasn't really rapping. But, like, I got to high school, like, me and my homeboy that played basketball, we had this little funny ass little group called YTM. And I used to just rap on this little app called Rap Chat. Rap Chat.
Yeah.
Spit on there a little bit. But I didn't really take it serious till I moved to Houston. I was really, like, writing shit for real. I just got into yo.
Do you still live in Houston or you live in Georgia now?
No, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I live in Houston.
ATL.
Houston, a big influence though. They fuck with the kid.
Word. All right. So like, what are your inspirations? Like rap inspirations, passed away or alive?
Shit, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Just give me 4.
Shit, it's by like ages. With me, I had so many different phases in my life. So like, when I was real young, Soulja Boy was the biggest.
Soulja Boy
was the biggest. Y'all, eating crazy. Middle school, it started becoming niggas like Thug. Yo, that when I really got on that whole Atlanta street wave, like Thug, Real Homie Quan. Shit. A lot of them niggas like, yo. Then when I got to high school, that when I really started listening. So like, Gunna, my junior year, I was listening to Drill Season 3, one of the hardest albums ever. Drill Season 3 so fucking hard, bro. But goddamn, shit, y'all. So Gunna, Thug, Lil Baby, who
And so that's who you try to rap like now. Not try to rap like, but like that's who you look up to.
Nah,
you know?
I ain't gonna care. I just be on my own shit. I don't even be feeling inspired by them, but I do, cause I know like they still paved the way. But I don't never go in trying to sound like them niggas.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feel like
everybody need to have their own little unique sound.
Yeah. What was going on in your life as you made your new album, Sneaky? It's called Sneaky, right?
Yo, I mean, shit, all those songs like a year old. That was like coronavirus time type shit. When they first sent it home, I was just recording songs and shit in the studio. I used to play with those songs so much. I recorded. I used to play with them, like, snippet them so much, and, like, I came up with the little Sneaky name for myself, but, like, that's, like, the brand now, like, Sneaky, like, WG, YGIdeewill, Sneaky, like, that shit different, like, it's, everybody wanna be slime, shiesty and shit on Sneaky, like, I got my own shit, Sneaky hard, though, like, I used to just play with all those songs. Like, all my homeboys know, like, that song old as fuck. But I had dropped another take called Hardest on Campus, like, last year. Like, not even last year, like, December of 2020. Like, right before we came back to school for the spring semester. That shit was so hard.
Hey, I can't wait to hear it, man.
They turned my shit up. I ain't gonna count.
So, since you were in quarantine, right? You were forced to be home. Do you think you was able to, like, really focus and zone in on making that album?
Yeah, but I just had so much shit going on. Cause I was so focused on rap. Like, I bought a whole bunch of studio equipment and everything, but I had, like, shit was just going on with my family and shit like that. Moving from different spaces. Having no money at certain times, sell the equipment. But I still got in the studio over the summer. Like, yeah, I was locked in.
That's good. Hey, man. Hey, I ain't get to finish it, though. I listened to, like, the first 2-3 songs. I ain't get to finish it yet.
I got a song in there called I Don't Care About My Outfit, bro. And that shit, like, on Sneaky, like...
Oh, that's the song on there? Like, the song on there? That's
the song that, like, my homeboy be like, yo, because I taught some shit in there. Like, I was talking about the school. I was, like, on the hardest on campus type shit. And I had said, like, I had said some shit, but I had to, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just play a little bar real quick, put that shit in the mic real quick.
Man, why you do that, though? Tell me who's your top 5 all time. Top 5 rappers all time.
5 times, top 5. Number 1, me. Number 2, PTC Rico, he go here. That my homeboy, PTC Rico. That nigga's hard. That nigga different. That nigga's like, oh my gosh, that nigga's different. Number 4, my boy D Marlo out in Houston. Number 3, my boy D Marlo. Number 4, yeah, that nigga Thug. And number 5, Baby.
Lil Baby at 5? All time. This is your all time list.
Yo, me, Rico, D Marlo. And like the first number 2 and 3, that's like 2A and 2B. Or 2B and 2A.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like they're interchangeable for you? Like it don't matter?
Interchangeable. But number 4, Thug. Number 5, Baby.
What is your favorite song by them two?
By who?
First, what's your favorite song by you? The favorite song you made?
Favorite song I ever made?
Yeah.
Shit. It gotta be I Don't Care About My Outfit. Cause I just came on it so different. Like, I was a little tipsy the night before I went to the studio. Wrote down like 8 bars, that, and I wasn't even expecting to punch in that shit about the school and that, baby. It was just like, I was in the mode. Like, yo, I was like, all that capping on rap, little nigga just stop it. Walking the trap, I don't care about my outfit. Yeah,
hey, that sounds tough. That sounds tough. Yeah. But I'm gonna put it in at the end of the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the end of the episode so people can listen to it, check it out. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You on all platforms, right?
I'm on SoundCloud, YouTube, and Audio, man. I'm finna go ahead and get my shit right for my next tape. I'm finna drop I Love My Ops.
That's the name of your next album?
I Love My Ops.
When's it coming out, man?
Man, shit, it coming out. I don't even know. I'm just working on it now.
Do you have a month?
Shit, I'm trying to get it out before the year over with. Probably like November.
Okay.
I want to just turn it back down in Atlanta. Trap and give my engineer trap.
Okay, I feel that. I was gonna ask, what about your favorite songs by your boys? Just you had at 2 and 3.
Man, it just like I ain't even know my boy Rico. I've been with him the last couple years in Atlanta, so like. Lately, I just know he was hard, but my boy D Marlo, that nigga Rico, my favorite song by him. Every song me and him make together, like we could really drop a tape right now if we wanted to. Like, yeah, my boy D Marlo though, he just dropped some shit recently, but he got a song that unreleased my favorite shit. But I don't know how you feel about me just saying his shit out there, so I ain't gonna speak on that. But everything he dropped be hard. My nigga got a song called Half Pint Films had posted on his channel. It called Check the Scope. That bit hard as fuck. Hey y'all, them niggas hard though. YGI.
Hey yo man, who do you think is the best female rapper?
Female?
Yeah, best female rapper.
That girl Rhapsody hard.
You said Rhapsody?
Yeah.
I don't think I know who that is, but I'll give her a listen though.
Man, that because every female rapper in the game rap about one thing. Or they on that same wave. It's like they pushing the agenda with the female rappers.
What about your stepsister? What does she rap about?
I mean, she really don't be rapping like that, but she just got in the studio. She wasn't no real rapper. She just had to rap when we was kids. But she got in the studio, did some of her shit hard. She rap about some real shit. Like,
do you plan on doing a feature with her? Like collabing with her?
Hell yeah. I was with my girlfriend at the time. I was with her when she was in the studio that night, so I couldn't even. go get in there with her. But yeah,
But it's your stepsister though. What's the problem with that? It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like family.
Hell yeah.
But I can't wait to hear that though. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, after this, send me her stuff. What's her name again? Tell us her name.
She ain't dropped no music. She just got in the studio for fun type shit. You know, rapping like a trend now. But
Did she got like a name so that way when people see it, people know what to look up?
Shit. I ask her.
Alright.
I'll let you know something.
Alright. Did you listen to Rod Wave Deluxe album or YGIdeewill album?
Hell no. Rod Wave, I ain't gonna cap on Rod Wave and YGIdeewill. I heard one song by each. It'll pop up on my YouTube recommended, but school so much of a distraction. I be trying to focus on myself. So like when I go on YouTube, I might fuck around. I love music, so I'm usually the type of nigga just listen to niggas albums and shit. But I just gotta catch me around school time.
Me, on my YouTube recommended for me is just a bunch of basketball stuff and a bunch of like motivational stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, cause YouTube is a distraction, bro.
But it depends. I think, you know how people would say social media is a distraction. I think if you use social media in the right way, it can be beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like all that stuff on my recommend is very beneficial for me.
Yeah, I feel you, but YouTube is like, man, you got it's hard to use this shit in the right way nowadays, like, cause this shit crazy. Like this world is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I look at it in a positive way, but they push a lot of negative shit. Like, I'll be watching some shit on YouTube that's real, like that's real shit.
Yeah.
But they won't even promote the nigga channel or nothing. But if I watch a basketball YouTube video on my TV, I scroll down, they got 5 different layers of shit related to that shit. I'm like, bro, I'm so woke to the shit. I be like, bro, what the fuck? And I love basketball.
You talking about like how the algorithm works?
Yo, yo, man, this shit so fucked up, man.
It do be like that. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, and then I would type in the name of my YouTube exactly word for word, and it still want to come up at the top. I'd be like, what the hell? This is literally my YouTube name. How's it not coming up at the top? But that was when I first started. Though. It is weird. It is weird. Well, speaking of the world, though, what would you give? What is your relationship advice that you give to everybody that's listening?
Focus on yourself, man. The world crazy. Focus on yourself. I give everybody that advice to just focus on themselves, because, like, we're going into a new age right now, man. It's time to tighten up. A lot of shit finna hit the fan for real.
It's time to tighten up.
It's time to tighten up. Everybody need to tighten up. Time to focus on yourself and start working together with black people, like. Not even black people, but start off with black people, because they got us divided. So get right with the black people, then start getting with the white people that surround us that we have to deal with, and start telling them like they're not the enemy. Start working with them, and then we need to go ahead and get rid of some niggas for real.
What you mean? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I'm saying, like, you know, it's certain people that run the world, man, like, and they pushing a whole lot of negative shit. So we just need to go ahead and get the citizens right, because we control the world. If we decide to start working right now, it's like they playing reverse psychology with us. They making us feel like we need them.
My dad says that all the time, that we could really shut down the whole country if we really wanted to.
Man, we could shut down the whole country right now.
Because, like, especially if you, like, consider the truck drivers. If all the truck drivers start going to work, you know what I'm saying? What is the country gonna do? Because no supplies is getting moved, getting shipped around. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
We could really like stop everything if we really wanted.
It's like a matrix, but they control us they make us feel like we need them when they need us. So like that's reverse psychology on us. Like they tell us we need them when they really need us. We keep the world going. There's so many of us against them. Like they just got us brainwashed though.
Yeah. Amen. So, like you said, y'all focus on yourself, stay woke, and know that you are in control. You know what I'm saying? You are in control of what's going on in your life, and you have a say what goes on in the country. You know, like when I was in my African American literature class, my professor was talking about how, do you think that change will happen in our lifetime, right? In our generation?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And then she was like, why do you think that? And I was like, because I think that once our generation gets in the position, because we're not old enough to get in a position yet, like to be president, you got to be 35 years of age. We're still in our early 20s, still in college, right? I think that once we get old enough to get in those positions, you know what I'm saying, after some years go by, then we start to see change and things start to be different. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how when the new generation gets into the media, the narrative of certain players start to change. You know what I mean?
Yo, facts. A whole lot of shit going on. And it's a whole lot of shit, like, I feel like niggas need to speak out about. Like, it's a whole lot of gay, like, just negative shit pushing the agenda, like, with these people. Like, it's a lot of, I want to speak on a whole nother topic, but it's bigger than that. I was finna say it's a whole lot of gay shit going on, but it's bigger than that. Like, it's a whole lot of negative shit they pushing to us, keeping that lazy and low vibrations and frequencies and shit. Mm-hmm. I stay up, though. I put my trust in God. I'm safe.
So this type of stuff that you, this negative energy, do you incorporate this kind of stuff in your music?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I put certain shit in my music, but if I speak on this because I done seen it, I done been around it, or like I done did it, or like not even did it, like it's just shit that like that done influenced me. But at the same time, I don't really lie. I don't sit up and just lie in my song, push a certain agenda to the kids. Like, you don't just see me in my song going straight bar for bar talking about guns, every fucking thing, like all that. Hell nah. I switch it up. That's why I call it sneaky. That's why I call my rap style, my brand sneaky, cause like I sneak up on niggas. I ain't really been dropping too. So every time I drop some shit, like I really sneak up on niggas. I drop a snippet or something, they be like, damn, like they probably think I can't rap. Or I just made a little trailer, that shit was hard. Fuck that, I drop another trailer, they like, oh, that nigga switched it up, he sneak, like that shit sneaky.
So real quick, so this is Overlooked and Underrated podcast. Do you feel like you're overlooked and underrated as a rapper?
Yo, but it's my fault. I really ain't even invested in myself yet. Like I ain't went full throttle yet, cause this school shit and shit like that, and plus like I've been bullshitting my damn self too. I take accountability, but but I'm only overlooked cause that's just how shit going right now. But I know she gonna get it right, and if they overlook me, it's gonna be because they know I'm that nigga.
Hey man, it's okay to be a hidden gem, man, as long as you shining, bro. Once the light hits you, you feel what I'm saying?
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo, facts.
Hey man, you gonna spit something for us?
Shit, I will. Fuck it.
All right, go ahead. We don't got no beat, so
no beat.
Yeah, no beat. DJ D-Rec cut the beat.
Alright, Chitty. Pat that bitch straight to the gang, trying to get off me. Man, that shit ain't work. She still want me, she just having options. Say you serving perks, that shit fake. We can't do no shopping. Shawty went berserk when she seen Marlo, but she still gonna top me. Told her it's a process, better stay down or get left behind. Smoking purple diesel, had to pull it out and roll his eye. Boosting on the scam, we gon' take it if it really fire. Shawty on the ground like he having here, damn lie. YGI, niggas keep that fire. Hope you fucking try. Nigga, you just green, you ain't slime, you ain't shiesty, boy, you fried. I'm in the H, boy, I ain't high. I'm in Atlanta, you ain't even slide. I don't fuck with the ox, cause they be wasting my time. Fuck all that hoe from behind. Yo, Double G Sneak, name me young nigga that fucking with me. Yo, I never sound the same. Really young nigga been playing for kids. Yo. Really shit.
Hey, YGIdeewill in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check him out. YGIdeewill on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what it stands for one more time, man.
Young getting D-Will.
Young and getting it, man. Are y'all young and getting it? You feel what I'm saying? Even if you're not young, you still getting it.
YGIWG, man. Go get him, man. PPC
hey,
the
man.
gang, 3-way. Shout out Rico. Shout out D-Malo. Real niggas that done help me with their rap shit.
Hey, yo, good to have you on here, man. Appreciate you, man. Coming
Shout out my
man.
engineer, Trap, too, nigga. Hard as fuck.
Oh, yeah, and who shoot your videos?
Man, my cousin was shooting them bitches, but I don't know if he really on the camera no more like that. But my cousin been shooting all my shit, bro. My nigga L, man. My nigga Lawrence, for real. @1N_L, man, for real.
All right, folks. Y'all stay blessed. Go live life.
For sure. Be safe out here.
Yo, all I cap in your rock, little nigga, just stop it. Walk in the trap, I don't care about my outfit. You speaking on drum, little nigga, that my shit. Smarty as I can give him the hot shit. Hit the gas, say, boy, it's that fat shit. Watch how China, they know I be styling. That little boy bitch, he not on my level. Tell that boy stop all that flexing. You can talk on the gram, but the worst shit ain't cheap. You better go up your weapons. On the hardest on campus, rapping and trapping. It's all on my neck, so I want you to snatch it. Call that boy clean, cause he stay with that ratchet. I burn back 30 cool, cause they ask. Go copy you a Katie, you talking about matching. Matter of fact, we can't match it. I don't fuck with your plug, that nigga a dog. I done slime down there, air plug and TC. Nigga, call it what you want. Can't run off, you ain't get shit. How you poppin' your shit? Bro, you a bitch. How you having smoke when your bitch sucking dick in the flick? Yo, in the school gave your first band. Look, bro, you ain't having no drip. Look, raw, he going insane. Yeah, that my favorite crook. I been standing in my own lane, so I can't even trip. I can't trip, nah. All that cap in your rap, little nigga, just stop it. Walk in the trap, I don't care about my outfit. Speaking on drum, little nigga, that my shit. Smart the exotic and give him the hot meal. She hit the gas, say, boy, it's that fat shit. Watch how China, they know I be styling. Yeah.